Hello, we're back in the finals here versus Mommy Sabrina. We've got another barely playable hand, but any land gives us Liliana. We've got a couple turns, and any black land gives us a pretty aggressive Geralf's Messenger on turn 3. In some world, we'll get to 5 mana for Gilded Lotus, and then we'll be set for the rest of the game. What did I just press? Spacebar? Opens chat? Can I press it to close it? No. Oh well. You learn something new every day. Theomancer, not a land. Gross. Alright. Green-white. We already faced a Bant deck. Oh no. They're just going to kill us with creatures. Well, we've got options here. I think our best bet is to go Lily and have them sacrifice, so they get no value out of the Recruiter. And they shouldn't be able to finish off Lily here. Oh gosh, I'm going to keep doing that now. Spacebar. And then whatever creature they play, a Theomancer should be able to block. So we got land just in time. And if we get this super devotion to black, then Nykthos will keep ramping us up. Right now, Nykthos doesn't do anything. It nets us -1. Wood Elves, so they get forced into play. Cool part about this is it can get any forest card. It doesn't have to be a specific forest. Oh gosh, what do we do here? Well, it's got to be a Theomancer, but maybe we can do Hexmage, because it's more devotion. Then we'll have at least 4 mana next turn, and it's still pretty hard to deal with. What do we discard here? I think we discard Dragonlord Silumgar, because that can come back later. The other play would be to discard Hexmage and play a Theomancer. And it's also possible we just don't discard a card with Liliana, but I think we do. I think we get rid of Silumgar here. See what they discard. That might change our mind about what to do, but unlikely. So yeah, the line here is going to be play the Hexmage. So we simultaneously choose what to discard right now. Yeah, they're just going to get rid of a land. That's fair enough. But ideally, we get any land next turn. We play Gilded Lotus and Geralf's Messenger. Then we just have way too much mana for the rest of the game. We're all set. Banishing Light. Oh no. What do they kill though? Liliana, fair enough. Well, that does set us back. That does set us back quite a bit. Ancient Tomb. Alright, never mind. So we can go Gilded Lotus, and I think it's more important to get a Theomancer down here, because we'll have plenty of mana next turn anyway. Yeah, a Theomancer is a much better blocker, especially since Messenger is not a blocker the first turn. So after this we have lots of good stuff. I have to check this out. Did they mulligan? I think neither of us mulliganed, right? Yeah. Elspeth. That is a little frustrating, but nothing to do about it now. We can always use the Hexmage to finish it off, but I'm going to wait until our turn so we can get some devotion off of it. Or we could just finish it off with Sorin. So when in doubt here, Messenger. add 6 with Nykthos, and then cast Sorin and kill Elspeth. Loss of life does not get redirected to Planeswalkers, so that's not an option. And now we have the Hexmage back to deal with their next Planeswalker. This does grow Tarmogoyf, but that's probably okay. Goodbye, Elspeth. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're not getting super aggressive here anyway. We just sit behind our snake. Tarmogoyf does not do a good job of killing the snake. Now we're out of tricks. If we draw land, that's like the worst thing. But we do have a Planeswalker in play. Our board is way better. Tempted to just run out the -3 on Sorin, cut them in half over there, put them down to 10 life. Not quite in half. Because they look like they have a deck that doesn't... That'd be funny if they got rid of the snake. Vampire Hexmage. We don't have a great way of dealing with Journey, but we do have Ugin. So I think it's better to... Yeah, it's better to let this thing get exiled. I mean, if we're going to bring back a creature, it's going to be Silumgar, not Hexmage. Okay. They're all going after Sorin. I expect they don't have a pump spell, so I'm just going to go one-on-one here. And we'll get a snake back, because Epheomancer is like that. No, Gideon. Sure. Snake time. And we could attack Gideon with the Messenger. That's not great, though. Then they just block with the Knight Ally, and we're back to square one. Well, that might be okay, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And if they block with Tarmogoyf, then we kill the Tarmogoyf. We can attack Gideon, yeah, just with this. Right. So I don't want them to make a Gideon emblem. So I think we're just going to plus Sorin here. Redirect. Not bad. Bluff with our little swamp in hand. So they still don't have a great attack. Their best bet is to activate +1 Gideon and attack, and we might have to chump with the snake. But even then we just take, what, 5? Yeah. And then we can pick off a soldier with a Epheomancer. And we even have the option of picking off Tarmogoyf with the snake and letting Sorin die. Still, I don't think we let Sorin die here, so... Snake, Epheomancer, Sorin takes a hit of 4, but then we'll have better blockers next turn. And he lives! Tireless Tracker. A bit annoying, they don't have... Oh no, we just get to kill that with Sorin. And we get to kill Gideon, too. Yeah, Far and Away was also a good draw here. Do we use that now? There might be better stuff to do later, but I think getting rid of everything they have is pretty good while we can. So we bounce that, they sacrifice Tarmogoyf, We do 4 to them, 3 to Gideon. Nice. Alright. Game 1 in the bag. So it seems like they're relying on mid-range aggro, and they're doing a really good job of it. Oh, what have we done? Just trying to make everything visible. Tower of the Magistrate, not that good. Well, you never know what you're going to encounter. Hexmage was great. Lightning Greaves could help us, but I'm not sure what we'd take out for it. Yeah, let's just leave it like it is. Oh god, just so many amazing things to do at 7+ mana. Emrakul gets worse when you're stealing someone's turn and all they're doing is attacking. You know, you can't really do much to hurt them. Now when they have removal and they have planeswalkers and things, it gets a little more interesting. Certainly you can always have them attack into Emrakul and lose their biggest guy. So it's never that bad. The best is when they have a big board. You steal their turn and they were just holding back a Wrath of God. And you're like, hey, now's a good time to cast that. Yeah, good hand. Doesn't do much early, and they're down to 6. But we've got a pretty quick start. Fortunately, Nykthos always adds at least 1. So we go Creeping Tar Pit. If we have to cast away soon, then, well, we'll do what we have to do. Make them sack an elf if they have nothing better to do here. Oh no, Tireless Tracker. We could copy the tracker. Or we could steal it later. We could copy the elves. So we have 2 mana, then up to 5 mana if we do that. Yeah, let's get greedy. I don't want to show Ancient Tomb yet, there's no reason. So let's copy elves. And just hope they don't have a good way to deal with this. They don't have anything to target this turn, so next turn we can go Far and Away. So I don't think they crack a clue here. That'd be nice for us. No, they are doing it. Okay. But best case here is we get to return the Llanowar Elves back and have them sacrifice Tireless Tracker. It's a bit of a shame they're leaving back their own elves. Alright, I think we did it. God, I'm so scared with this Llanowar Elves, clicking on a creature that's an illusion. Fuse this, so that, bam. We even have Slaughter Pact backup. They did get a value out of Tireless Tracker. They did get to draw a card with their clue. And we're taking some serious hits. We don't want to use anything here. 4, 5, 6. We can steal their elves. Stealing their elves sounds pretty good to me. That caps them at like 5 mana next turn. They're not legendary, so yeah, we can just grab that. They need an Oblivion Ring or some kind of thing. And they have enough of those effects, but then we can use Karn next turn, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. We'll have Karn to unlock our Silumgar to steal their thing again. Puts us down to 10 life, but that's okay. That's gonna be fine. This is 7, right? Give us that back. This Llanowar is never going to lose Summoning Sickness if it keeps changing sides. Alright, here comes the Oblivion Ring to follow up the Banishing Light. And we're running out of stuff to do with our mana, but at least that means we don't have to keep shocking ourselves with Ancient Tomb. Oh, what is this? Knight of the Reliquary. That might be a good one to Slaughter Pact. Okay, so pay some life or lose the game. I would rather pay life. Losing the game doesn't strike my fancy. Is that an expression? To strike fancy? Because that's what it doesn't do. Then we can get a little devotion out here, see what we can draw. No, I don't want to lose the life. What am I doing? All lands look alike. Okay. Attack for 4. I love cube formats because you never have to be afraid of combat tricks. There's so few combat tricks. All the combat tricks are things that have like multiple effects like this. Far and away. But you don't have to be worried about wing shards or things that make you sacrifice attacking creatures. Usually the removal is unconditional, and they either have it or they don't. You don't have to play differently around it. A little bit you do. I mean, there's a different kind of game. I'm a really lucky donkey. Thanks, Bra. Bra has multiple meanings, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's see. We're keeping going. Oh no! They're getting refunded after their mannerisms. Alright, cool, so we got there. Planeswalkers are powerful, and so is stealing Llanowar Elves.